Hi there and welcome to another video from Faraz Maths. It's Mr. Faraz Hassan here, and in this video we are dealing with solving one-step equations using balance method. So let's start with the puzzle we did on the last video where we were solving equations using inverse operations. Pause the video and double check you can find my number using inverse operation. Hopefully you drew something like this flowchart and you found x. My original number was 2.4. So when I showed that skill in the last video, I said the alternative way of writing it was in the following way, and this method is actually called the balance method. And that's what I'm going to use from now on. And I'm not going to use the flowchart method, this one, flowchart method. So the balance method is useful for us in really complicated cases. So in this video, you are not given like this, I am thinking of a number to find x. So in this video, you are not given the puzzle like this, I am thinking of a number, I multiply by 3 and get 7.2. So here in this video, you may given like these type of equations, 3x equals to 7.2. Okay, so pause the video and just tell me what happened to x in each of these cases. So say a sentence out loud, I am thinking of a number, and finish off each of these four cases. So the first one is I am thinking of a number, I add 2 and get 12. The second one is I am thinking of a number, I subtract 2 and get 12. The third one is I am thinking of a number, I multiply by 2 and get 12. The last one is I am thinking of a number, I divide by 2 and get 12. So in the first one, what you have to do, you have to subtract 2 from both sides to get the answer. So this would be x is equals to 12 minus 2 is 10. Here in second question, what we have to do, you have to add 2 on both sides to make it balance. To get x there, x equals to 12 plus 2 is 14. Here you have to divide 2 on both sides, so this will give you 12 divided by 2 is 6. And here in the last one, you have to multiply 2 on both sides. So 2 cancel with 2 and then x would be 24. Okay, coming to the next. So here we have solve x plus 5 equal 12. So you have to subtract 5 on both sides, x plus 5 and then minus 5 equals to 12 again minus 5. So plus 5 minus 5 is 0 and then x equals to 12 minus 5 is 7. Okay, the next x plus 5 equal negative 12. We can also do it in this way. If this is plus 5 there, so we will say that x is equals to minus 12 minus 5. Now there is no need to write negative 5 there, because I know already if I subtract 5 from the left side, it will be 0. Plus 5, like here, plus 5 minus 5 is what? 0. So there is no need to like write it or mention it. You can just do it directly. X equals to minus 12 minus 5. And here comes the logic. If you see like this is plus 5 there on the left side, what you have to make on the right side? You have to make minus 5 on the right side. And if you see minus 5 here, suppose on the left side, if you see minus 5, in the next step you have to do minus 12 plus 5. So whatever you are seeing on the left, it will get inverted, like minus will become plus, plus will become minus. So the answer for this is x is equals to minus 12. Minus 12 minus 5 is minus 17. X equals to minus 17. Okay, here 5 plus x equals 12. It's the same thing as x plus 5 equals to 12. So you will get the same answer for this equation also. Okay, coming to the next. Here we have x minus 5 equal to negative 12. So x is equals to minus 12. Because I am seeing negative 5 there, I'll make it plus 5. Make sure what we are doing here, we are adding 5 on both sides. So I know that minus 5 plus 5 is what? 0. So that's why I'm not writing anything there. So the logic here, whenever you see a negative number on the left side, you have to use a positive number on the right side. And if you see a positive number on the left side, you have to make negative on the right side. So x is equals to negative 7. That's our answer. Here we have the next question. X minus 3 over 2 is equals to 2. So you have to make it positive on this whole thing, positive on this side, and this will become 2 plus 3 over 2. Now make the denominator same, so that would be x is equals to, if you make the denominator same, it will look like this: 2 times 2 over 2 times 2 plus 3 over 2 in this way, and then x is equals to 4 over 2 plus 3 over 2. Now 4 plus 3 is 7 over 2. That's our answer. With one more important thing here, that don't make x negative, okay, by moving it to the other side, or you have to keep x positive. You have to keep x positive on the left side. So the only way to do it is to move this negative 5 to the other side. This is the way we can say that we are moving negative 5 to the other side, but the original thing here is that we are adding 5 on both sides. That's why this negative 5 will no longer there, and it will look like this: minus 12 plus 5, and we will get this answer, x equal negative 7. Okay, coming to the next, 3x equals to 12. So what you have to do, you have to divide 3 on both sides. 3x over 3 equal 12 over 3. 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3, and x is equals to 12 divided by 3 is 4. X is equals to 4. Or I can simply say that 3x is equals to 12. It means that 3 is in multiplication with x. So what I have to do now, I have to just divide 3 there on the right side. So this will give me the same answer, 12 over 3 is 4. Because I know that 3 is in multiplication, so it will divide. Here I can also divide 3 on both sides. So the answer is x equals to 11 over 3. There's no need to convert these answer, the fraction answer, in decimals. With the next one, 3x is equals to negative 1. So that would be x is equals to minus 1 over 3, because I know that 3 is in multiplication. So it will get divided on the right side. Here I can write x is equals to minus 1 over minus 3, and then x is equals to plus 1 over 3. Because whenever you divide negative sign with negative sign, it will become positive. Coming to the next, x over 3 equals 12, because 3 is in division, so opposite of division is multiplication. So that's why x equals to 12 times 3, which will make it 36. So you can multiply 3 on both sides, and if you multiply 3 on both sides, 3 cancel by 3, and again you will get the same answer. So x over 3 equal to 2 over 5. Again 3 is in division, it will multiply on the right side. 2 over 5 times 3. So that will be 6 over 5. Here 3 is in division, it will multiply on the right side. So x is equals to minus 2 into 3 minus 6. Again 4 is in division, it will multiply. So minus 3 over 2 times 4. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. So that's why x is equals to minus 3 times 2 is minus 6. Okay, coming to the next, a over 5 is equals to negative 2. So 5 is in division, it will multiply minus 2 into 5. So that's why a equals to minus 10. 3b is equals to 4. Now be careful, 3 is in multiplication with b, so it will divide. b equals to 4 over 3. Or you can simply say that 3b equals 4 means divide 3 on both sides. 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3, and then b equals to 4 over 3. Because I know already that if I divide 3 on both sides, I will get 1b here on the left side. That's why you can do it directly. Whenever you see that 3 is in multiplication, or any number with b in multiplication, you can just divide on the right side. If some number is in subtraction on the left side, what you have to do, you have to make it addition, and then minus 1 plus 3 is plus 2. d plus 7 equals 4 means d equals to 4 plus 7 will change into minus 7, and then d is equals to 4 minus 7, 3, negative 3. d is equals to negative 3. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We will continue from the next.